Good day, class. In this video, we are going to continue the discussion on the bacteria-releasing herbs. Zisuye, ye is the leaf. Zisu is the name of the plant. The property, warm and pungent. Warm can use in a cold condition, pungent can disperse. So warm pungent can be used in a wind cold syndrome. It has the function of dispelling wind cold. For example, a patient suffers from common cold or flu, and the patient presents with fever, aversion to cold, or aversion to wind, runny nose, coughing with phlegm, but the patient must present with a thin white coating. Because of the dispersing function is not strong, so Zisuye we only use in a mild symptom. Because the pungent and fragrant. Pungent can activate, fragrant also can activate. So pungent and fragrant can activate the qi. It can be used in the qi stagnation syndrome. What kinds of qi stagnation syndromes? For example, qi stagnation in the upper jaw. In the upper jaw mostly refers to the lung. The patient may present with chest tightness, oppressive chest, coughing with phlegm. Or the qi stagnation in the middle jaw, the spleen and stomach. The patient may present with nausea, vomiting, distending feeling in the abdomen, abdominal pain. Qi stagnation also may happen in the lower jaw. For example, if the qi stagnation happens in a pregnant lady, the qi stagnation happens in the lower jaw, in the uterus. The patient may present with threatened miscarriage. So in this situation, we can use Zisu. So Zisu can be used for threatened miscarriage due to qi stagnation. Also because of the fragrance. So when we prepare the herb, we don't cook for too long. This herb is very interesting. The leaf, the stem, and the seeds have different functions. The leaf we have discussed here can be used for wind cold syndrome, can have the function dispel the wind cold, also can activate the qi. The stem is good for activating the qi, and the seeds is good for relieving the cough. So this herb, different parts of the herb has different function. Zisuye, because of the pungent and warm, so it can be used to dispel the wind cold. It can be used in patients suffer from wind cold, and also because of the activating qi. So Zisu is very suitable to use in patients suffer from wind cold. In the meantime, the patient presents with qi stagnation. For example, a patient presents with fever, aversion to cold or aversion to wind, runny nose, coughing, cough with phlegm. In the meantime, the patient presents with nausea, vomiting, poor appetite, fullness in the abdomen. In this situation, Zisu can be used. In a mild condition, we can use Zisu only. In a severe condition, we can use Zisu with the other herbs. Also, Zisu, because Zisu can activate the qi, so for qi stagnation, if a patient presents with qi stagnation and presents with a cold syndrome, then we can add some other herbs that can warm the stomach, such as the sarum. or if the patient suffers from qi stagnation and presents with a heat syndrome, then we need to add something cold, some cold herb, and then we can use together. Shengjiang is the fresh ginger. Fresh ginger, normally when we cut into slices and then we cook, same as the way how we prepare the herbal medicine. The fresh ginger, warm and pungent. So it also can dispel the wind cold. It can be used in a wind cold syndrome. However, this function is weak, so it only can be used in a mild symptom or in the initial stage of a wind cold in the initial stage of the wind cold syndrome. For example, when you play with your friends in a pool in summer, and then the second day or even in the evening, you feel a little bit of the nose blockage and runny nose and slightly headache, especially due to the cold environment because you were playing in a pool or you sit under the rain or you run under the rain in summer. So the causes is from the cold environment or the humid weather or even the rain. Now in this situation, you're more likely to suffer from wind cold, though you can use ginger. You cook the ginger, you add sugar. So we have introduced the ginger brown sugar tea. The ginger brown sugar decoction can be used in dysmenorrhea. A lady suffer from painful menstruation. And also the ginger brown sugar tea also can be used in the mild flu or mild wind cold syndrome. So when you see this, you will see that we use the same formula with two very different diseases. The reason is because the root cause is the same due to cold and due to wind. Ginger warm, so it can warm the stomach. It can be used to stop vomiting due to coldness in the stomach. And in this situation, we can add banxia to enhance the function. Ginger, the stomach meridian entered, eliminates the coldness in the stomach. The lung meridian entered, it can warm the lung. It can be used for coughing due to lung coldness in the lung. A lady suffer from morning sick. You also can use ginger, fresh ginger, and because the fresh ginger can stop vomiting or stop nausea. In this situation, we can use fresh ginger and Zisuye, the one we have introduced in the previous slides, because Zisuye can help to improve the qi circulation to relieve the qi stagnation, and the ginger can stop nausea and vomiting. So in this situation, you can use fresh ginger for morning sick and then add Zisuye. You also cook in the way how you cook the herbal medicine, how you prepare the herbal medicine. Ginger, when you use for coughing, when used to stop coughing, it only can be used in the condition due to cold. Coughing, they can be many different causes, but only can be used in the cold condition. Because of ginger, warm and pungent, so it is not suitable to use in patients with heat symptom or heat body constitution or a patient with indeficiency and with deficiency heat. So when you use in these conditions, you need to be careful. You may choose the other herbs if you have to use. You need to use in a formula, and with the other herbs can reduce the heat because it is warm, so it's not suitable in a heat syndrome.